Hello and welcome to another episode of Marketing for Your Future. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton from the Daily Ad Brief, coming to you from New York City. And joining us today from Chicago, Illinois, we've got Matthew Rolnick from Yaymaker, and he is going to really enlighten us about what it takes to really market events effectively. Hello, Matthew, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cindy. It's great to be here. Great talking to you.
Well, I am really excited because you're all about events. And as we know from the last couple of years, events went kind of downwards and then they're going upwards again. But before we get into that, tell us a little bit about what Yaymaker does.
So Yaymaker was actually the original paint night where we did paint night events. People would drink, have fun at bars and restaurants, and we grew it to 60 million in revenues. We've done over 300,000 events throughout the US and Canada. And recently, because of the pandemic, we had to really pivot. Now we do virtual events as well as in-person or hybrid, and we've really leaned into corporate team building events. So that's something that we had to really shift the type of experiences we do, how we execute, and how we market them.
Matthew, my mind is kind of blown by the 60 million in events. I'm like, okay, we're not playing. So, and I love that you mentioned through the pandemic, we definitely have had to shift to this hybrid model of doing some live, some in person, and some virtual, and some that are actually hybrid. So you are clearly the kings and queens, your company, of creating events and really filling them up. Tell us what it takes to really market events in today's day and age.
Well, again, we have a public side of events, but I focus really on our corporate events. So we try to focus on corporate culture, team building, and besides just paint nights, plant nights, creative experiences, now we have over 100 experiences. So we do trivia and we do murder mysteries and all these different experiences. We even have a speaker series with diversity, equity, and inclusion speakers. And to market them, when it comes to the B2B side, we have found LinkedIn to be very powerful, reaching human resource departments or head of human resources, VPs of all divisions, as well as founders and CEOs. So I would say LinkedIn has been instrumental in helping us grow our business. We also have an email list of thousands of businesses or people that we've worked with to help market us. And as well as I'd say referrals has been amazing, and getting anyone that's done an event with us to do screenshots, share it in their own social, and get it out there. That's been a great way for us to market what we do in our events.
Matthew, there is so much gold in what you just said, that when you're doing events, it's not just getting the speakers. You have some that are around diversity and inclusion, which is really going with the trends. But you also have like magic shows, and you've got trivia nights, and you've got murder mysteries. You've really developed a really great wide array that can really go from pure entertainment all the way down or all the way across to, hardcore. We're going to learn something and implement it. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn and really filling your events through LinkedIn, that's absolutely brilliant. Tell us what's one of the top strategies. So if somebody else wants to produce their own event to that corporate market, for example, team building, how would they leverage LinkedIn to be able to do that? One quick tip for us.
Well, just what you're doing with me and interviewing with me, I've been doing with some of our people that host events, or as well as some of our own clients. So when somebody else shares what they do or how they experienced it or what it did for their team, that can be very powerful. So we're very into, again, quick interviews like this and getting people to share their story, our story, how we can collaborate together. That's been very effective. Video is very effective, we found.
Matthew, I love that. It really is about the personal connection. Instead of saying, hey, look at me on LinkedIn, we're doing this event, you're helping people to really feel into the story and the emotional connection to it. And that's brilliant. Matthew, thank you so much. I'm sure this is really inspiring a lot of people watching who are producing their own events. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Cindy. Loved it.
And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Marketing for Your Future. If you would like to connect with Matthew, please go to dailyadbrief.com, and we will see you on another episode very soon.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.